Hey, good morning. Right, let's see. So today, before I start my day job, I am going to be continuing where we left off, which was getting our Wwise integration upgraded and getting the sound working again. And now we're going to import our ball-grabby sounds and see if we can hook it into the actual time when we grab the ball. That should be enough. That should be a nice little chunk to get done, and hopefully under an hour, maybe a lot less. I don't know. Who knows? So let's get started. All right. So let's see. The hardest part of starting your day or doing anything with coding is just like getting into that flow where you actually know what you're doing. Let's see. So first we got to find our cabinet and our ball. Let's see, where's the ball at? And I gotta find where we hook in to our ball-grabby sound. Not here. These are all the sounds we worked with the last episode just to get it working again. This is where we hit the ramp, hit the backboard, any part of the cage or frame, and the hoop itself. And what I'm looking for is the spot where I grab the ball. Let's see, apply flick, bind ball to flick. Yes. So right now, instead of doing anything, we're not making any sound. We're just printing a string that just shows us, hey, this is where we're gonna make a ball-grabby sound. So the first step to this, now that we're like centered, kind of around like what we're doing next, let's open up Wwise and get that sound in there. So right now we have a single default work unit, and this is where all of our sounds are. Let's see, just so we see what it looks like. So we have a single sound. Now this includes all of the random sounds that it makes. So these are, I would say, like the wrapper. This is like the main entry point to make the sound. When you want to call an event to say, hey Wwise, make a sound, this is the interface that we use. Now each of these has multiple options. So like when you hit the backboard, there's a bunch of sounds it could make. Same with the ramp, cabinet, the cage. To see those, we want to go to another tab, I believe. Here we go, in audio. So this is where we can parameterize each of the sounds. And by parameterize, I mean like just tweak, randomize different parameters. We can have a curve define the volume, so it doesn't have to be linear. It could be, it could be exponential. It depends on like the use case. You don't need to go too crazy usually. The best thing that I found so far, especially for a simple mobile game, is to utilize its ability to randomize the sounds. And that's what we're going to be doing, because we don't want the same exact ball-grabby sound every time we grab the ball. It'd be cool if we could make it slightly different, but still believable as, an actual, like, kind of Foley sound that you would make. So let's see. How do I start? Well, first we need to import the sound wave itself. And let's see, how can we do that? Import audio files. So let's add now, is this considered a folder or a sound? Let's add the file anyway. So all my sounds I stored in my Google Drive under sounds. and we have catch, catch light, and soft catch. We might not even need all of them. Let's just see which one I want first. Can I open and play it? Open with. Is that too light? Can you even hear that? It's a good sound. Also good. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This one, I like this one a lot. Yeah, I like this one. Let's go with this. So we're going to, should I rename it first? Sport basketball catch. No, I'd like to keep it the same, just so if I ever found that file again where I originally downloaded it from and unzip it, I could I know exactly what one it is. So let's import this, and let's just start there. Make sure we have everything. All right, so it's a sound effect. All right, so here's our sound imported. Now, maybe I want to make a new directory here. Virtual folder. Yeah. ball-grabbies. And what do I got in most of these? So, it looks different. What is this? Ah, random sequence. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want a random sequence, not a directory here. Let's see. A random sequence. Ball-grabbies. Now, in here, we defined 4 random things to do, and we want to do the same, but for the ball-grabbies. Let's see. This new sound effect, we'll call it grabby 1. Okay. So far, so good. One thing I don't like is I don't see any of the other sounds, like the swish and the rim, sitting out here like I do the thing I just imported. So I'm wondering where they live, because I probably want the same exact thing. So for now, let's just see if we can get this to work like we want. It's red. Probably because it's not configured. No, I don't need an effect. I just want to set the actual sound first. So, where does that happen? I have a few effects in here. But where am I... okay, so what I'm missing here is where do I tell it what sound to play? It does not happen here. I don't see it anywhere. I do not see it here. Maybe the sound itself. Alright, cage 01. Where do we tell it to play the cage sound? I don't see it here. This, okay, so the ball impact normal is a parameter that I'm passing in from Unreal Engine to control the volume, which is awesome. So I'm just making a note in my head. I have to remember now that that is something that I'll need to do. Well, maybe not for ball-grabby. How do I grab, how do I grab it harder? That doesn't make any sense. It's probably not, I'm probably not going to affect the volume. But I still don't know how to set this ball-grabby sound. Maybe that's it. Okay, maybe I'm just... maybe I'll take this, put it in here. I'll rename it Grabby 1. And let's see how we can tweak it here. So I want to Grabby 1 sound editor. So I feel like I want random pitch because these all sound good. I like that. Okay, so let's see. Let's keep this at 0. And let's figure out how we can randomize the pitch. Let's see, pitch shifter. New effect. Alright, here's our effect. I don't like how it sounds a little. Okay, so I mean, I don't know. Some of those sounds good. They sound good. Now what I want to do is randomize it. I think this is just all. Maybe I don't even need to be doing this. Let me just, let's see. I want to get rid of that. I remember it being simpler. Can I? There we go. Enable randomizer. Much simpler. So let's say the min offset negative 100, max 200. I don't want it too much deeper than that. So now let's see what happens. I don't know if it's enough range. So let me tell it 400. I'm liking it. Now I think I want that like that like offset clappy noise to happen a little bit more randomly too. So I feel like that would be like sound stretching, maybe sound stretching. I want to play with. Let's see what this sounds like. I don't like the muffled. I don't like it muffled. No need to play with any of those. But what I want to do is see if I could... Maybe this is where I want to add a time stretch. I think I did this for the net. Weird. Alright, let's see. I guess I don't understand why it's asking me. Let's see. Ball-grabby time stretch. Okay. Ball-grabby time stretch. That's what we're calling this one. Now let's play with it. Time stretch. Let's set it high to see what happens. That's way too fast. Alright, so if we don't change it, it sounds like... I'm not liking how this is sounding. Maybe it's the wrong... What's the window size? Don't like it. None of this is good. Alright. Nah, not worth all this time, right? So I have another idea. I'm gonna just have it randomize the pitch of this, and I want to import another sound. I'm gonna import Another grabby. Let's do the catch light. Can I import both of these? I'm just going to import both. Okay, so we got grabby 1. Let's change this to grabby 2. And let's change this to grabby 3. And now from this I like it. I'm very, very happy so far. Now let's see. Are any of these things something that we want to change? This one we're randomizing pitch. I don't see why we don't want to randomize this pitch. And it's super simple. So let's enable it. Let's do the same. Negative 100, 400. Okay. And what's this one sound like? Let's see. This one's really low. So I'm just going to make a max offset of 500. What? Did I not randomize it? What am I doing? Here. Huh. Enabled. Okay. I think that's just too much random for this one. Alright, now I think I don't know if I like this one. Let's see what they sound like all together. Terrible. This last one is bad. Bad! Yikes. I don't like this one. I just don't like it. These all, I like these. These all sound very nice to me. Alright, so let's just go with this. Alright, so now we have ball grabbies. Before we can actually use this, remember, we need to create an event. Because these are just the, think of these as like the template to define what sounds we want. And the events here, these are the interface to actually invoke the event. So let's see, we need to make a new event, a new empty event, a new post event, game parameter, trigger. I don't remember. What are these? Play cage. These are all events. I just want to make a new event. New event. We'll call this ball grabby. And we need to add a sound. Can we just drag it in there? Like, what? I think so. Ball-grabbies. This all looks good. I think this is good. Is that really all we need to do? I think it is. It might be. Alright, so now that we have our event, ball-grabby, now we need to export everything. So we hit this generate all. 0 errors. Cool. And now if we go to our ball lord, let's just do some sound maintenance, make sure that we got all this. So let's go into our sounds. Now, I'm not really clear on exactly how this works, but I am going to refresh all banks, generate selected sound bank for all the platforms, and then just for good measure refresh all banks, because it doesn't sound like it's going to hurt. So let's go here, and now instead of this, we want to make that ball-grabby sound. So I want to Audiokinetic. I want to do a post event. That's what it's called. So let's see. Oh, there's ball-grabby. It worked. And now we can attach what made that sound. And in this case, the ball made that sound. Static mesh component, not compatible with actor object reference. Alright, this is the mesh. I want my blueprint component get a reference to self. So the basketball component itself, not the mesh inside it. Okay, I mean, is this it? Let's give it a try. Okay. It's working. I like it. Cool. Why is everything really dark over here? I gotta fix that. Nice. Okay. Well, that's a lot less time. Okay, so that was like a half an hour. A half an hour. That's not so bad. I'm happy with that. I didn't even have more time. I have to think about... Okay, so I got my ball-grabby sound. The most fun part about finishing something is taking it from in progress to done. So that's like done. Another thing I don't like... Alright, I gotta remember to do that. Upgrade Wwise. That's also done. Now, let's see. I need to fix just the sounds in general. I don't like how when they overlap like that. So, sounds are janky when they overlap. Also, is this a bug? It's kind of like an optimization. I thought I added optimization to this, but I don't see it anymore. This pink one. Where did it go? There we go. Optimize. I would also call it a bug because it's terrible. Like, it's unacceptable. Since I'm working on sounds, I should just figure that out now. But that's definitely something I needed to do, and I feel like it's a Wwise thing because I don't get that problem when I'm using a sound cue from Unreal Engine. It doesn't sound crappy at all. It sounds kind of nice. So I'm not sure why. And I also I don't know how else to explain it, but like when I hit the cage, sometimes it'll like fade out strangely and go, and I get like weird. It just sounds bad. Here, I'm going to do it again because, I mean, I guess you could just rewind it and hear it. But see? It cuts out. What is that? I don't like it, but I need to fix it. Can it be isolated only to the cage? I think it might be. Only the cage makes that has that problem. Let me hit the rim. See, they end too quickly. I don't like it. Let's see. Where do I even start with this problem? See, I've had this problem for a while, and I've avoided it because I just don't know why it's doing that. I think if I wasn't streaming, I would just be researching it. But why would I change what I'm doing just because I'm streaming? I don't have any. I don't know. Let's say. Let's go to the sound itself. Let's start there. Let's start at the sound itself. So here we have our cage sounds. Let's see if it happens out of Engine, just in Wwise. Alright, well, I just heard a random that I didn't like. I heard one I didn't like. And the reason I didn't like it was this low-pass filter. Why do I have... Is this a randomized low-pass filter? I do. Oh, it's terrible. So, there's one thing. I don't know if I want to be tweaking this low-pass filter. Let's turn that off and see what we got. I feel like it's not fading out properly. Like, it kind of abruptly ends. And it might be too loud. I don't know. This is a tough sound. Whoa, I have his high pass filter on too. Let's turn that off and see what we got. I think I like that better. I mean, it's still I would say terrible. Maybe not terrible. It's not that bad. Let me see. What do we got here? Compressor. So the parent is doing a bunch of things. I don't need any of this positioning. Alright, so we do have the sound changing based on the impact. So the velocity of the ball as it hits is going to change the volume of the cage hit. So is this being randomized? Like when I test it, how is simulation value? Okay, that's self-explanatory. That's good. So let's see. So it could hit lightly or loud. Something that feels weird is even when it's quiet, it still has the same intensity of it hitting it loud. So almost like I need to like flatten out the peak there. Maybe what I need is like another. I don't need another RTPC value because all I need is the volume. But I want to correlate this to another. Okay, that's what I want. So voice volume impact normal. I also want something. None of these look good like what I want. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. None of these look right to me. Can I play with the levels? How do I do that? How do I play with the levels? Makeup gain? What's the difference between that and voice volume? So let's see if it's I'm not quite sure. See, I don't know. I don't understand really what's happening, but so what's weird is the voice. I have the voice volume approach 0 or negative 200 when the velocity is low, but the makeup gain get higher as it gets lower. Not sure what that really means in real life, because the makeup gain, I always just assume the gain is kind of volume. I mean, obviously they're not. They're two different words. I'm not a sound engineer. I don't understand really what that means. But I know what my ear's like. I don't think I hear enough difference. It doesn't make any difference to me. Not enough that I give it a shit. So, transposition. So is this going to be pitch? I'm not noticing much of a difference. Oh, attack and release. Maybe, all right, so maybe these are like envelopes. Maybe this would give me something that I want. Let me see. I just don't even notice what's happening. I guess my slews are changing. I don't know. My slews are different. God damn it. Alright, well, I've played this like 300 times, and I don't really... I think I'm going down this rabbit hole where I don't see that really crappy, janky sound happening at all unless I'm in Engine. So before I go down this, let's tweak this sound, which clearly I don't think is perfect yet. I don't want to get caught up in that. So that was all cage 1. Cage 2. Does this also have low pass filter? I want to disable these two. I don't think I liked them. I'm going to disable all of the filters. Because if I'm trying to perfect the sound, adding randomization in is not an easy way as a developer to like hone in on the perfect sound, because it's always going to be different. Some of them I'm going to like. Let me find the perfect non-randomized value first. I think I like this process. So let's see. Let's go to this cage. See how it ends abruptly? I never want that to happen. Even when I stop, I want the sound to like fade. I want the sound to fade. I think that's a huge part of it. And I could probably define it in the cage itself instead of these sub-cage things in the parent, because I want all of them to have that. The scope, global, game object. I think this has to do with the life of the sound. I don't know. Avoid repeating the last one played. I don't think I need to do that. It could play the same one twice. I don't care. Play mode. Step, continuous. Nope, definitely step. I want that sound to fade, and I don't want a new sound to end the last sound. Loudness normalization. I don't think that makes sense, because this is one of my variables and I control it as a parameter, so I don't think I want that. Oh, here's that makeup gain again. We're just gonna leave that alone. What is a share set? What is conversion settings? Whoa. Let's see. So it looks like interesting. This looks a little bit too complicated for what I'm willing to get into right now. But I still don't think this is what I'm looking for. It looks like I can tweak platform specific like sound processing, like sound rendering, sound quality. I don't know. But I'm getting out of that tab because it's giving me like anxiety. I'm not going to look at that. Let's go to effects. What do we got going here? I want to render these and see what they do. I can't even tell if they're being rendered here. And this is the parent. So peak limiter, parametric EQ. I don't care. I think they sound fine. I think these attributes are fine. I think the problem is something else. So I'm going to keep looking. Positioning. I don't have any spatialization, and I don't need that. Speaker panning, 3D position. Could this, I mean, listener relative routing? I don't think I want any of that. Warning, no object with listener relative routing found in signal chain. Without a listener game object, bus and... Okay, you convinced me to keep it. You win. I don't think any of this is gonna help me. I don't have any inputs coming into this. States. Advanced settings. Okay, this looks more like what I'm looking for. Limit sound instances to 50 per game object. When limit is reached, kill voice. Oh, this. I feel like this is what I'm looking for. I feel like this is it. Let's see. Virtual voice behavior. Continue to play. I don't know what this stuff is. Kill if finite. Else. Okay. So this is definitely some complicated stuff. When limit is reached. I never want to kill the voice. Never. I don't like any of these. But definitely could. The ball is the game object that makes the noise. And the ball could hit 3 fences, and all 3 fences could rattle at once. So it's definitely possible to have multiple sounds. Now, is this when I do that, is that like forcibly killing it, or is that what it's gonna do when, like, I wish I knew. Like, when I stop the sound by pressing spacebar, why doesn't it fade out? Is that a thing that only happens because I'm pressing spacebar? Is this emulating the killing off of a sound? I don't know. What is a virtual voice setting? Well, this is a big change. I said limit to 50 globally. What if I limit? Alright, I'm going to play with this and just see what happens in the game. I don't know what that is. Also, I only want to tweak one thing at a time because continue to play sounds nice. Did I have it on kill voice before? I don't know. Alright, this is what I'm going to keep it on. And let's save and regenerate all. So I'm going to take this cage, keep it like this, generate all. And I come back here and I have to let it know that I did something. So let me refresh. This seemed to work last time, so I'm just going to do it again. Okay, and then refresh all banks. Let's go back to our blueprint and see what happens. Oh, come on. It still sounds bad. Oh my god, come on. I don't like it, but I didn't get enough data yet. I don't have enough data to determine if I like it or not. That's enough data. That was terrible. What the hell was that? What is going on? Alright, so that's not good. That did not sound good. So let's go back to this cage. Now these advanced settings. Am I overriding these in any of the children? Let me just ignore parent, limit instances. Not here. Not here. Okay, so I'm not doing any of that. I'm not overriding anything. I don't have much time left. But maybe I could research some of this between the next stream and this, so I don't have to have you sit here and watch this. I wonder if it has to do with the volume. Is it too loud? What if I turn off attenuation? And what if I disable all my effects and I bypass all? I mean, it's already bad, the sound. So I'm not worried about like breaking it. Okay. Generate all. Let's go in here. And retry it. Oh, what is that? And why is it so dark in that corner? Why is it so... You know what? I gotta... So many things. You know, I gotta write this down. Balls are super dark in the bottom right corner. Look and feel bug. Sounds are janky. Correction, sounds are janky. That's good enough. Alright. I think that's enough for now. Next time, hopefully, we'll fix that sound issue. I mean, it's basically on... Like, I can't release the game with that kind of sound. So, I can't avoid it forever. That sound is terrible. I don't know if it's a Wwise thing. I have a couple ideas. I could try making that cage sound using, you know, sound cues in Unreal 4 and see if it just magically goes away. If so, I'm not saying that I'm not going to use Wwise. I'm just saying that that'll give me some more info, at least to tell me that the issue is related to that. I'm also going to try to see if anyone else is having this issue. Maybe that it's a simple thing. Maybe it's not simple. I don't know. But before next stream, I'll have some more answers. And maybe I won't. Maybe we'll figure them out together. I don't know. But I'm going to go work. Like real work. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. If anyone join me